Imagine stepping into a world where the simplest shade can whisper secrets of opulence straight into your soul. That's the magic of Arctic white Barndos. Those sleek, barn-inspired homes draped in a crisp, unyielding white that tricks your mind into feeling like you've unlocked the gates to true wealth. But why? Why does this color, this frozen purity, make your brain hum with the illusion of riches? Lean in, because we're about to unravel the threads of color psychology, weaving through the hidden corridors of your subconscious, where every hue holds a story of emotion, desire, and deception. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's a simple way to show your love for these incredible designs. Picture it, not with your eyes, but with that quiet voice inside your head. The Arctic white Barndos stands there, defiant against the chaos of the world, its walls gleaming like fresh snow under a midnight sun. It's not just a building, it's a canvas for your deepest aspirations. And here's the hook that pulls you under. In the next few moments, you'll discover how this one color choice can rewire your perception of prosperity, making you feel richer without a single dollar changing hands. It's the ultimate mind game, played by light and shadow on the stage of your psyche. Let's drift back, shall we, to the origins of why white, especially this Arctic variant, so cool, so pristine, evokes such a profound sense of abundance. Color psychology isn't some modern fad. It's rooted in the ancient rhythms of human experience. Think about it. In the wild expanse of nature, white is rare, elusive. It's the untouched snowfield, the pearl hidden in the depths, the cloud drifting high above the mundane. Our ancestors, huddled in caves or roaming vast plains, associated white with purity, with the divine, with things untouched by the grime of everyday struggle. It was the color of the gods, of cleanliness that only the privileged could afford. Now, fast forward through the ages, and that primal whisper lingers. In the opulent halls of Versailles, white marble floors reflected the Sun King's glory, making courtiers feel small yet aspiring to that same untarnished splendor. Victorian elites draped their homes in white linens, a silent boast that they could keep the soot of industry at bay. It's emotional, isn't it? This color doesn't just sit there. It evokes a longing, a quiet ache for elevation. And in our modern rush, where life feels like a constant grind, an Arctic white Barndo taps into that ache, promising a sanctuary where you're not just surviving. You're thriving, elevated, rich in spirit if not always in bank accounts. We share new content regularly to help you create spaces you love, so don't forget to subscribe. But let's build on that curiosity, layer by layer, like snowflakes accumulating into a blizzard of insight. What makes Arctic white special? It's not your everyday eggshell or off-white. It's Arctic, cool-toned, almost blue-kissed, evoking the vast, frozen tundras where survival demands ingenuity and resilience. This shade isn't warm and inviting like a creamy beige. It's sharp, commanding respect. Psychologically, cool whites like this activate parts of your brain linked to clarity and focus. Studies in color theory, drawing from the works of pioneers like Goethe and modern neuroscientists, show that white expands space in your mind. It makes rooms feel larger, horizons broader, as if your world has suddenly inflated with possibility. Feel that pull? The way white reflects light, bouncing it around like echoes in a grand hall, creates an illusion of expansiveness. In a barndo, with its open layouts born from barn origins, high ceilings, vast lofts, this white amplifies the effect. Your brain interprets this openness as freedom, and freedom? That's the currency of the wealthy. The rich don't cram into tight spaces. They sprawl, they breathe, they command the air around them. Dive deeper with me into the emotional undercurrents. Color psychology tells us white symbolizes new beginnings, a blank slate wiped clean of past burdens. In a world heavy with debt, stress, and uncertainty, who wouldn't crave that reset? It's like emotional alchemy. The stark white walls absorb your worries, reflecting back only potential. But here's where curiosity swells. Why does it make you feel richer specifically? It's tied to associations of luxury. Think high-end brands. Apple's minimalist white packaging, the pristine white of luxury yachts slicing through azure seas, or the spotless white interiors of five-star hotels. These aren't coincidences. Marketers know white signals exclusivity, cleanliness that costs effort and money to maintain. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means to me, and it helps keep the design ideas coming your way. In your brain, neurotransmitters fire in response. Dopamine, that feel-good chemical, surges when you encounter environments that promise reward. An Arctic white barndo, with its clean lines and unblemished surfaces, mimics those rewards. It's like your mind is saying, "Ah, this is the life of affluence. No clutter, no chaos, just pure, unadulterated elegance." Emotionally, it tugs at your heartstrings, evoking a sense of calm achievement. Have you ever felt that quiet joy walking into a freshly painted room? Multiply it by the scale of a barndo, and it's intoxicating. Let's swirl around the science a bit more, because the curiosity builds like a gathering storm. Research from the University of British Columbia shows that white environments enhance cognitive performance, making you feel more competent and in control, traits we link to success and wealth. In contrast, warmer colors might comfort, but white challenges, inspires. It's the color of innovation, of tech moguls in their sleek offices plotting the next big thing. But oh, the emotions it stirs. Imagine the soft glow of morning light on those white walls, how it softens the edges of your day, making every moment feel intentional, luxurious. It's not about ostentation. It's subtle, a quiet confidence that says, "I've arrived." In color psychology, white also represents honesty and simplicity, countering the complexity of modern life. In a barndo, this translates to emotional relief, a space where you can shed the masks of daily pretense and just be. Yet, paradoxically, that simplicity feels rich because it's chosen, not imposed. The poor often live in clutter out of necessity. The rich choose minimalism as a statement. If you love this type of look, hit that subscribe button to help us create more videos. And let us know in the comments what you'd love to see in future videos. Curiosity peaks here. How does the Arctic aspect intensify this? The cool undertone evokes winter's hush, a season of introspection and renewal. Psychologically, blues and cool whites lower heart rates, reduce anxiety, fostering a sense of stability, another hallmark of wealth. The unstable scramble, the secure reflect. In an Arctic white barndo, your brain settles into this reflective mode, interpreting the environment as a fortress of financial security. It's emotional manipulation at its finest, your subconscious buying into the narrative that white equals worth. Let's wander further into the labyrinth of the mind. Evolutionary psychology suggests we're wired to seek environments that signal safety and resources. White, being highly visible and clean, signals a controlled space free from threats, dirt, predators, decay. In prehistoric terms, a clean, bright cave meant health and abundance. Translate that to today, an Arctic white barndo feels like a haven of plenty, where resources are so ample you can afford to keep everything immaculate. But build that curiosity. What if I told you this illusion isn't just feel-good fluff? Real estate data whispers that white exteriors boost perceived property value by up to 10%, as buyers subconsciously equate them with modernity and upkeep. Emotionally, owning or dreaming of such a space boosts self-esteem, making you carry yourself with the poise of the prosperous. It's a feedback loop. Feel richer, act richer, attract more abundance. The storytelling here is personal, isn't it? It tugs at your own desires, making you question your surroundings. Does your current home whisper wealth, or does it murmur mediocrity? Swirling deeper, consider cultural layers. In Western societies, white weddings symbolize purity and new wealth-building unions. In Eastern philosophies, White represents enlightenment, a spiritual richness. An Arctic white Barndo draws from both, creating a cross-cultural emotional resonance. It's not aggressive like red, which screams power but can overwhelm. White is subtle, persuasive, lulling you into belief. Now, let's heighten the intrigue with contrasts. Imagine pairing Arctic white with natural wood accents in a Barndo. The white elevates the rustic, making it feel curated, expensive. Psychologically, this contrast stimulates visual interest, keeping your brain engaged and delighted, associating the space with joy and affluence. Or think about lighting. Under warm LEDs, the white warms emotionally, evoking cozy evenings. Under cool daylight, it sharpens focus for productive days. Versatility like this feels luxurious, as if the home adapts to your whims, a privilege of the elite. Emotion swells as we explore the darker side. Yes, white can be intimidating, sterile if overdone. But in a Barndo, with its inherent warmth from barn heritage, Arctic white balances, creating emotional harmony. It's like a hug from a cool breeze on a hot day, refreshing, revitalizing. Curiosity builds. Could this color heal? Therapists use white in calming spaces to reduce stress, mimicking the serenity of wealth's unhurried pace. Let's cascade into personal reflection. How does it make your brain think you're richer? Through mirror neurons, perhaps. Seeing white spaces in media, celebrity homes, ads, mirrors back to your own aspirations. In an Arctic white Barndo, you become the star of that narrative, emotions bubbling with pride and contentment. It's transformative, a color that doesn't just decorate but dictates your inner dialogue. As we near the crescendo, feel the pull of possibility. This isn't mere theory, it's a lived illusion, one that countless dreamers chase. But here's the twist that flips everything. What if the true richness isn't in the color, but in realizing you can craft it yourself? Arctic white doesn't make you richer. It reveals the wealth already within, the power to shape your world with intention. So, if this tale has stirred your soul, dive in. Subscribe for more whispers of wonder, and let your own Barndo story begin. What's your shade of prosperity?